it's nice seeing people from Cape Town. So, my name is Temitayo, and before now, I was just a jobless, frustrated Nigerian youth. So, around October last year, I came out of a job. It was so devastating that how you come out of a job and get another one is not quite easy. So I was just surfing the internet and I saw this ad on Facebook. So it was with, I just saw, what got my attention was the free caption. I said, free, let's try, maybe we'll get something. And I saw that, actually I wanted something that was in line of data analysis. But I just said, let me just try. Since it's free, I'm not spending money. They called me Noah, and lo and behold, I was called. It wasn't like an interview. I was called, and when we came here, it was entirely different from what I had in my head. I thought we were going to go through a very, very so-called intensive class, but the class was intensive, yes, but it was so easy. The resource persons broke every class into understandable bits, and I got to understand that you see sometimes what you say, what I got, is what happened here. I thought I was going to get at the end of after 1 week, you move to a master class and you pay for 100,000 naira to get to this and that. So that was my intent. That was what I thought I was going to meet here. But on getting here, every instructor, they were very friendly. They didn't make it seem as if it's a school like that. It's where you get trained, where you get upskilled. And I just said, no, data analysis is not for me. It is not for me at all. Like, this is what I want. So I learned the reason I got out of that job. And I know that, this is where I made the mistake. This is where my employer too made a mistake, and it was basically communication. And it was just mind-opening for me. It was mind-blowing. At the end of the day, I knew that this was more than what I got, and it still baffles me up to say that it's still free. It still baffles me a lot. It's still free, and over time, one thing I learned, I would say everywhere, is the great ability to negotiate. So when I got out of that job, we graduated December, and between first and second week of December, I got another job. And at first, the person offered me, then it was small, the person offered me 70,000 naira as an as an operations manager. I was desperate to get another job. Like, I was very desperate. I just said, 70. I started calculating that, okay, if I manage, if I do this, I can still accept it. Something just said, so what's the wave training for? What's it for? Use your negotiating skills. I just said, okay, I hope I'll get this thing. I said, okay, I'm not going to accept this offer because it's too small, that I need to travel sometimes and I don't know who I'm working with. And the boss just said, okay, what do you want? I said, what do I want? He said, just name what you want. And I said, I still shot myself in the leg because I was scared. I said, okay, I'll take 100,000 naira. You give me accommodation and I'll get to pick my team member. I said, okay, no problem, it's done. I said, I was so shocked that I could have called like 200,000. Like, I was so shocked. So where am I going? I'm going somewhere that you don't have to sell yourself short. Just, even if you're going to beat your price down, sell it higher. So that at the end of the day, you have a common ground. Fine. After 3 months, I still went ahead and said, okay, I think this is not, the salary is not okay for me. I said, okay, no problem. We'll review it. We know you're working. I said, so what have I been doing? Believe me, I'm still saying again and again that this training that is said is free, the website is free. I'm still baffled why it's still free. I am still baffled.
It's not free again.
It's not free. Okay. So then I was like, I was in a shock. I had to review all the things that, and trust me, the major part of my life now, all thanks to Wave, I must appreciate them, all thanks to them. I had to run from Abeokuta down to Lagos because I know that, no, they call me anytime, I will definitely answer them. So it's been a roller coaster of emotions. It's not been easy, but trust me, when you put your right mind into it, everything definitely falls into place. So thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't even know what next to ask you because you've answered all the questions already. So thank you so much. You made the job easy for me, the way you were able to articulate your thoughts and the way you were able to express everything. Thank you. Nevertheless, there's some one or two questions that I would still like to ask. Challenges, your experience on the training, what was the challenging part for you? And yeah, you already said negotiation class stood out for you. You also said something about around communication as well. Aside those two, what other class stood out for you, and that you feel like you're still using, post COVID?
So before I came for web training, I'm a textile designer. I design Nigerian. So before that time, I was getting one or two side jobs. One of the challenges then was, so there will be web training by 9 a.m. and we close around, I think it was 12. Then it was 12, so it was 12. Then between this time, I would have to talk to some people. Like I need to get jobs, like pitch my idea to them. And it's this time frame I had to talk to them. It was quite challenging. I had to chat to them after a late period. I would give excuses. But the major challenge was just that time because I love to sleep early in the morning. So when it's around 7 o'clock, I say, I look at the time and say 7 o'clock. God, I'm going again. So it's just time was just the challenge for me. But along the line I understood the fact that it's not about don't be so comfortable in your comfort zone. Like I was too comfortable at 9. Why these people just put like 12 to 3? But 9 to 12 was just the best time so that you could assimilate all the things that we've been taught in class. So after about 1 week, I had to adjust my time. Like, okay, by 6:30 I'm awake, whatever I want to do, cool. By 7 o'clock, 8, I'm out of the house. And it was just like, how I put it, it made me understand the fact that if I was working at that time, like a more formal setting, let's say a bank, I will not be giving that excuses of saying, I want to sleep in the morning, I want to just enjoy my sleep. So time for me was just like a challenge then, but now it's nothing. Then one other thing I learned was delegation. So we understand the fact that you want to be the superhero of everything, but you cannot just do everything at the end of the day. Just delegate people, call people, assign people to do things for you. And at the end of the day, you might want to thank the person, but the praises comes to you at first, because if you are the boss and everything gets just not getting the right way, they will not blame the workers. They'll come and blame the boss that why are your workers not doing this, not doing that, of which you could have delegated that, okay, you do this before I come back. And this thing has helped me, it's even helping me now. So I'm the operations manager of where I work. I didn't go to work. I'm not going to work for the next 3 days. I've told everybody what they want to do for the next 1 week. So I'm rest assured that they will do it. I'm rest assured. And letting people go. I don't know, maybe this is informal. I've started 2 people in a space of 3 months when I came. 2 people. It was painful for me, but they were not bringing in, they are working below par. I had to call them personally, call them publicly, did a board meeting with them, but they were not giving that energy I needed, and I had to let them go. I was pained that people that I brought to my team, I had to still let them go. But it was best for the team and it was best for the company because everybody is now working as if their life depends on it. And there's no work outside you. I don't want to get hammered. So, and thanks to Wave again, delegation and letting people go. It's not work is not all about emotions. Because people would say, I'm sick now, can't you see it? You are sick. Clients would want their job to be done, but you can't give that client that excuse that my workers were sick. So if it's just letting people go out of your job, just let them do.
Thank you so much for your response. Thank you. I think the very last question before I leave the floor on to the team. What feedback do you have for us? I like the fact that you're honest and you're kind of brutal in the way, your dealings, you're not putting your weight and I'll let you go. In that same spirit, what feedback do you have for it? We really want to do better, and the only way we can do that is when we get from the people that we serve. So what feedback do you have for us?
So the feedback I want to get is, I like to give you guys is, I feel I don't know if there's one term we use, catch them young. So I'll be 31 this year, and I really wished I had this thing when I was much younger. Maybe I would not even be here. Maybe I would have jackpot. So I feel that if we can have like post secondary school, like immediately after secondary school, they get this training and this upskilling of themselves, it would go a long way because all these I beg to apply, or it won't get us anyway. And it's not all about the first class. I finished with third class. It's not about first class, and I can beat my chest anyway that I can compete with anybody. I don't want to know what grade you finish from. I can compete with anybody. So sometimes the society has given us that how will I put it? They've put on a box of first class. Whatever your certificate, whatever your degree, whether NCA, ND or anything, I just want Wave to do a catch their young strategy. Immediately after finishing secondary school, let's catch them and put these skills into them.
Thank you so much for your feedback. We will definitely talk about it as a team, and we will see what we can do about that. Thank you so much. Team Wave, any question for him? Sarah, Debbie, Adewale number 2, Kelvin number 3, Lubush number 4, and Kingsley number 5. In that particular order. Debbie, let's go.
Yes, thank you, Temitayo. Thank you, Temitayo, for joining us this morning. Just wanted to ask, the operations manager job, did you get it through Wave?
No, I
don't.
don't.
Okay, thank you.
But it was after the wave